Hello internet world, welcome to a new video on the Geekanoids channel. In today's video I have got probably one of my favourite brands of dash cam or dash camera or in-car video recorder. I've been using a Mio MiVue dash cam for many years now, and I've got one of their very latest models to share with you today. This is the Mio MiVue 798. This is packed full of features, including the likes of GPS, very wide view angle camera. It's also got Wi-Fi, a parking mode, and it's also got 2.5K or 1600p video footage. There's also a little tiny built-in battery in this particular model. I think it's only 240 milliamp hours, but it allows it to at least be used whilst it's not connected to power. Very useful for that parking mode. Now, I must give you a full disclosure, as always. Mio very kindly sent me in this product free of charge so that I could feature it in this review. They haven't asked me to say anything in particular, so all of the opinions expressed are indeed my own, nor have they asked to see this video prior to publication. So, this is the product box. It lists off some of the features on the back. It also lists off extra features on this side here, if you would like to pause the video if you're watching it back after the live broadcast. This is live, of course. Some of the features include a 2.7-inch screen, 1600p at 25 frames per second, or if you drop it down to 1440p or 1080p, you get 30 frames per second. Inside the box, you get a quick start guide. This is going to get you up and running. It's going to run through everything you need to know. You also get a suction cup mount. Some people don't like the suction cup mounts. I have been using a suction cup mount on my Mio camera for must be almost 3 years, and it has not fallen off once. So this sucks onto the car windscreen, this end slots onto the Mio dash cam, and then there's a couple of little sort of pass-through points on here so that you can keep the cable nice and tidy. So I think they work very well. You also get a very long 12-volt vehicle accessory socket. This plugs into your 12-volt socket in the car, and then it's got a nice long cable with a mini USB, not micro USB, mini USB. I find that this is long enough if you've got a regular sized car to run this around sort of the footwell, up round the front of the dashboard, even up the side of the window, and then round the headlining to the dash camera. If you do need a longer one, then do take into account you need a mini USB cable. Also, I mentioned this on my other videos, the 12-volt vehicle accessory portion of the cable does not have a pass-through port. And then you also, of course, get the camera itself, which I'll show you in a very short while. I'm just putting an extra bit of charge in it because it ran out of battery this morning as I was preparing for the video. Whilst we're waiting for the battery a little bit longer, just to let you know, the aperture on the lens is f1.8, really good with low light. 150-degree wide-angle lens as well, so nice field of view. It's got night mode, records audio as well, Wi-Fi, GPS, 3-axis G sensor. It supports a micro SD card, not supplied unless you're buying some sort of bundle deal, up to 128 gigabytes in capacity. 240 milliamp hour battery, as I mentioned earlier, and it's got the likes of GPS tracking, also safety camera warnings or speed camera warnings as well, lane departure warning, even actually it has sort of voice feedback as well. So when you turn it on, it says hello to you, but it also reminds you when it's getting darker to turn your headlights on. Really nice feature that I appreciate on my one at the moment. Parking mode, event recording, GPS coordinates obviously recorded alongside the video, but also recorded if you snap a photo as well. Motion sensor, speed limit alert, and it works with the MiVue Pro app on your smartphone. There's also MiVue Manager app on the desktop as well. So really fully featured dash camera here. Now, before I show you the dash camera, I know I'm keeping you waiting, but just one more thing. Reason I like dash cameras, they give you peace of mind. They record in a continuous loop, whilst you're driving. So if you do need the footage, if you've been witness to something happening, or indeed you're involved in something happening, you've got some video footage that can be used or submitted to your insurance company, for example. And some car insurance companies, not all, but some car insurance companies give you a discount on your insurance. The biggest discount I've seen at the time of doing this review is 20%. 20% off your premium. That was only with certain manufacturers' dash cameras, but certainly other car insurance companies are less strict on what manufacturer model you use, and the average you sort of get off is about 10% off your premium, so it's well worth checking with your car insurance company. Anyway, let's grab the dash camera itself. So here you can see it, you've got that lens on the front, as you can see. On the top here, we've got the little microphone pickup. We've also got the input for the power. So this is mini USB, not micro USB. Very important to differentiate between the two. And then really nice design. Round on this side, we've got some buttons to navigate through the menu system. If we go slightly round to the back, we've got this orange button here. This is used for if you're taking a photo. I think you also use that one to protect files as well. And the main power on off button on the side here, which we're going to turn on now. Hopefully it's got enough power to turn on. We've also got the micro USB card slot on the bottom there. So the card goes into the bottom. We haven't got enough power. It still keeps turning off, but it has got a very, very nice, let me just try that once more, very, very nice 2.7-inch touchscreen. You can hear it saying welcome as it turns on. You do get a really nice viewpoint from this 2.7-inch screen, and you can set it to automatically turn off after you've started to drive off. It actually turns off to save power. Menu system, very, very nice to actually navigate through, and overall just a really nice camera. Now it records up to 2.5K, which is 1600p. I did some tests between that and 1080p. I think the 1080p footage was better in low light. The 1600p though really does get a lot of detail in the image, and in daylight you can read number plates from a long distance away when you're playing back footage. Very, very good video capture on this, really extremely detailed, and I'm going to be swapping this one out for the one I've been using for 3-4 years. I think it's 3 years actually in my car, because it's time for an upgrade, and this one records in 2.5K, the one I've got at the moment 1080p. Not to say the 1080p footage is bad, but definitely you do see a difference in detail captured with the 1600p footage. Love the Wi-Fi functionality, love the app functionality as well. Mio make dash cameras right. They've really been improving their optics, video capture and the app all the time I've been using their dash cameras. And this is nice and discreet. You can just sort of sit this up behind your sort of rear view mirror. Really good optics and really good sensor in here as well. I think it's a STARVIS sensor inside here, so really good at low light. Love the parking mode, really good that it's got parking mode. You can also use this to take photos. You could disconnect this, say you need to take photos of crash damage, disconnect this and actually use it and snap away, take a few photos. So you've got photo and video evidence of any sort of crash damage. The photo feature I think is less important nowadays, because well, pretty much everyone, I was going to say so many of us, but pretty much everyone has a smartphone nowadays, so I would probably take the photos on my smartphone, but at least it's there. At least you have got a facility to take photos on this if you so wish. Micro SD card support is nice as well. One thing I would like to see on these dash cameras in the future is just a normal threaded mount for mounting. The reason I say that is because I've got other suction mounts I use for other devices, and sometimes I would just like to use one of those. You don't always leave these in your car all the time. Sometimes I remove mine, and I would like to just have a normal threaded mount, just so I've got some other options for mounting this. Otherwise you're stuck to actually using the Mio supplied mount, which isn't bad by any means. It's a very, very good mount. But if something did go wrong with this, you're pretty much stuck to buying another replacement identical one because of the mounting system here. So in future, I would just like to see a threaded mount on these dash cameras. We will try this one more time, just turning this on. I know nothing different is going to happen, but just turn this on once more.
Welcome.
Really good screen, Very, very bright, very capable screen as well, and you can use it for setting up through the menu system, and you can also use it for obviously reviewing back footage. That is it for this video. If you're after a really decent dash cam with a very high resolution video capture, then this is well worth checking out. There's links down in the video description to where you can pick this up for yourself. Thank you very much for watching. Any questions at all, leave them in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, please do hit that like button. I'll see you in another video very, very soon.